I think I will stick a target down here.
Yeah,
The old board's bowed somewhat since I left it there last time. Right, so today we're out using some new kit. We've got the Mauser M12 rifle here in 243. I've used this a few times now, but we've got the Element Helix scope on here at the moment, which we've been doing a little bit of long range with. So what we're going to do is just going to whip that off, and we're going to put on top of there the new HIC Micro Alpex scope. So we're using Sports Match quick release mounts here, which actually hold 0 as well, which is really handy when you chop and change them around. So you take it off as quick as that and plonk this one on, and so just lock that in place. So they just pinch down on there like that, and that is back solid on the gun. So what I'm going to do is just zero that on this rifle, and then we can chop and change between scopes using these quick release mounts without any loss of 0. So you'll notice on this scope that I've done a couple of little modifications. The first one being just the addition of a fishing coaster just on the front there. Simple little technique that a lot of people tend to use for the objective lens, just so that when you've got the rifle up on sticks or something and you'll just want to just tweak that focus, it makes it a lot easier just to be able to tweak that just with your tips of your fingers from a natural shooting position. The other thing that I've done, which is a real simple solution, but I found that using this at night, sometimes it was difficult to pick up the record button there, because all three buttons here are quite close together. So you've got the power button in the front, the record button, and then a menu button to the side there, where it's actually for the picture-in-picture mode. But because it's quite close to the power button, I found a couple of times I went to hit record in the dark and end up turning the scope off, which isn't ideal. But what I've done is I've just put an elastic band around there and a bit of tape just to hold it, just so I can feel with my finger the divide between the power button and the record button. So it's only a very, very simple little thing just for my benefit when recording at night in the dark. Other than that, completely standard scope, yeah, we're just going to test it out and put a few shots through it, a target 50 metres. So as I say, we've got a 243 rifle here, the Mauser M12, and from the little I have used it, it's proved a very accurate little rifle. So yeah, it's a joy to shoot. So right, let's get on, get it zeroed, and then we'll head out and see if we can find a fox or two. Right, go and have a quick look. Right, so that's our shot there, which is pretty good for height at this range, and just a inch and a half, 2 inches to the right. These other shots are from a previous zero session. I've just marked them so I know which ones I'm looking at. So right, let's go adjust that and then have another shot. Alright, so that shot is there, right where we want to be. So what we do, it's close enough for a minute, we'll just move that back to 100 yards and then have another couple of shots. So I'll just mark them so I remember. Right, so just range that. That is 100 yards. So this is the other bit of kit I'm using this evening. This is the Pulsar Mergers, the thermal binoculars. These are the XP50 LRF, so it's got the built-in laser rangefinder. So even during daylight, it's still really sharp. But yeah, they're brilliant bits of kit, these. So yeah, ideal for this sort of thing as well. You haven't got to carry a pair of binoculars with you. These got the rangefinder on and work just as well during the day. So one unit does it all. Oh, so it's not too bad. I fired a couple of shots there because I was a little bit wobbly. So, but we got 2 shots there, just a little bit low. So it just needs to come up 1.5 inches. So I'll probably bring it up a couple of inches. So I'm up here somewhere ideally. Yeah, that should be good enough. Perfect, that's where we want to be. You can see that's right on the target there. So I was wobbling a little bit, so I won't be quite central, but yeah, that's plenty good enough for this evening. Right, well, I think what we'll do now is we're going to head off to another bit of ground and have a look, see if we can find a fox. Oh, it's getting a bit nippy now, so change your hats, go for hunting mode. But yeah, so we're at the other farm now. As you can see, it's a sheep farm, but this is always rife with foxes and that, so we just try and sort of keep on top of them ahead of the lambing season. So I'll grab the gear and head out across this field and have a look. looks like he's laid down at the minute. So I'll just wait for a minute. Okay. So he's about 200 metres at the moment. It's a little bit far for where we're at. Okay, so we've actually just got someone walk across the field behind, so they shouldn't be there, but as per typical, people just decide they can roam and go wherever they want, and that spooked that fox. I'm not quite sure where it's gone. By the way the sheep are looking down the field. So I don't know what happened to our fox, but just wait around, see if it appears. It's a very bright evening this evening, so I'm sort of keeping to the hedgerows and that rather than walking out and about in the field. It's also very still as well, there's only just a very slight breeze, so it's not ideal foxing conditions by any means, but it's a good farm this. There's normally a few about, so we saw that one obviously just before dark, but other than that, as yet I haven't seen anything else. But I'm pretty confident sooner or later something will come across this field. Right, so we've got a fox just coming up the field here. Coming straight in actually. Oh, I don't know if something spooked him or whether he's just more interested in something down the other end of the field, but he's headed down towards the far corner, so I'm going to walk down and see if I can get a shot down there. Hey! Right, well that's one down for the evening. So that one, he went all the way down along the edge of this field, and then he started going up the field at the back, and I thought I'd lost him, and I was just about to give up on it, and all of a sudden he come around the corner of the, like there's a flock of sheep in that corner, and he just come around the corner of the sheep, and then he started making his way kind of round on me. I think he I don't know if he winded me or what, but he started coming around on me, and I had to shout a couple of times to get him to stop. Eventually he stopped, so I managed to get a shot, and he just went straight over, a nice broadside shot. So he was probably about 70-80 yards, wasn't all that far at all. So let's walk down and pick him up. Right, so that's a pretty good sized dog fox, that one. So that's one down. Right, I'll head back to the hedge, I think, and keep out of this moonlight. So I think what I'm going to do is have a little squeak, just see if I can pull something in. Seems to be foxes here, there and everywhere, but it's very hard to, unless they come out sort of right in front of me out the hedgerow or within 100-150 yards, then it's a job to close the distance on them when it's so bright with this full moon like this. Right. Got one behind us. Right, that's two. That one, it just, I don't know where it came from. I just looked at the field, and there behind the sheep there was a fox just stood broadside. He'd obviously come out the next field there, I guess, and just looking around, so the squeak had obviously pulled him in. I just waited for him to stop, and managed to get a nice side-on shot with that. That was probably only about 60-70 yards, so again, not too far. So let's wander over and pick that one up as well. So I actually thought I was going to lose that one, because the sheep kind of panicked as the fox ran through them, and he started heading back towards the hedge. So I was lucky enough to give him another couple of squeaks, and the sheep had moved off to the left, and he just felt confident enough to trot down, so that paid off quite well. Right, so that one is a vixen, and quite a decent looking little fox. Looks quite what size, good chest shot. So second one down, happy with that. Right. Right, so that's 2 foxes down for the evening. Got a dog and a vixen there. The rifle performed as expected. Good rifle this. Again, the Alpex was nice and clear. Although I mean these are sort of fairly close shots, but even so, it still performed quite well. Yeah, so that's 2 foxes down that won't be causing any problems come lambing. So I've had a pretty good evening this evening, so I think we're going to knock it on the head for this week. So thanks for watching, be sure to subscribe.